And now for day number 2 in the Premier League. We've actually survived a day. I mean, we've had one game, and what a game it was. You need to see that one before going into this one. Gives away the league position and everything. As on top of that, we play Tottenham, Everton. I think there's a Carabao Cup game in there as well. Just a lot of things. Even deadline day and more chance for some signings. Gonna be a big one. As yes people, welcome back to season number 5, episode number 2 of the Hartlepool United career mode. We're in the big time, we're in the Premier League, and like I said before, don't tune into this episode if you haven't seen the last one, as there's a big spoiler on screen. Right now, I've got the thing over it, you can see on the standings. We won our first game of the season, and what a win it was. Aston Villa away from home. Dramatic late goal, it says there, by John. It was a 91st minute penalty. You should have seen it by now. You should have subscribed. You should have had that bell on and saw it the other day. And you should like this video immediately because we've got some good stuff going on. We have Everton in the league. The first game at New Victoria Park, which has had a bit of a revamp. Haven't changed the stadium because building a stadium 2 years after just building the new one would be a bit weird and not cost efficient, so we've changed it up a little bit. We have Huddersfield in the Cup, which is 100% simulated. Do want to do well in the Cups, but the Carabao Cup is out of the picture for now, completely. As then we have Tottenham away before deadline day, and we might reach Watford and maybe simulate that, because I don't want to be simulating Watford and Newcastle as well. Maybe we play one of those if we have the time, as we're going into a run without big teams right there, which we've got to make the most of, because then look at that little bit of time there. Manchester going into December. West Ham are good now. Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal. All within a month. That doesn't look ideal, but what does look ideal is the league position going into this game, as we've got scout reports back, and we've got a loan offer for Ezra Bateman. It's from Portimonense. I mean, is he really going to get the game time this season? I don't think he is, you know, so I'm going to delegate it, but I want a short-term one if possible. Took it off a loan to buy as well, as, speaking of buying, I think I want to sign another striker before I go into this next game, as Oni Valakari's 1 year to Besiktas is agreed upon. Do want to get him out there on the move a little bit more experience at the higher level before he comes back with us. I mean, he was in the lower levels with us, of course, wasn't he? As we've got 10 million in the bank. The next signing isn't a free agent as well. You can see I've got all these scouted. We failed on Hornby. David Selk, I'll keep on the list for a little bit if I'm saying his name right. But Pedro, can't get that one wrong. 6'6", 25-year-old, still potential in him. Just need to get the wage right if we can sign him on, as we will be approaching to buy this guy. He's going to want an increase, you just know that for sure, as we will offer... We'll offer under his evaluation, start off with 4 million. They want 52 and a 15% release clause. That's not cracking, is it? We'll go just below again, take that release clause off. 5.8. It's a lot of us budget for a backup striker now, isn't it? So, we'll offer 5.2. Above his evaluation, 5.5. We'll go for it, because I do see him playing games. He's going to want an important role as well, I know he is. But no! Actually takes a rotational, so knows what is in store for him. We're paying more for this guy than we did for Calderon, the left wing back, but still, this guy is going to be paid to score goals as well. Just want his wage to not be eccentric. I mean, 21 is a lot. It's a decrease on what he's got now. He wants a little bit more. Take that appearance fee off, and we'll go with that. 22.5, 25. That would make him the highest paid player, and a bench player does not warrant that, does it? 23 is what we're going to try and get him on. 25 is still what he's at. If I increase the bonus a lot, will he take a bit of a decrease in his wage? Come on, 22 and a little bit, but a 250k signing on bonus. He's not really budging. We'll go 24. He'll be the highest paid player at the club still. And no, he's going down on the signing bonus, but not the wage. I'm going to accept it anyway. Might be the last signing of this window. Who knows? But we have that backup striker to replace Abdullahi. And an improvement on him. Pedro. You can see that right there shows he's the highest paid player for a backup striker as well. Not the best, but we'll have to deal with it. I mean, wages are going to go up at some point, aren't they? Premier League team, you're not going to stay at low wages. As Logan John, back up to 80 rated, hasn't even been back from injury that long. That is what we love to see going into the Toffees, and we are going to be playing this one as Ezra Bateman. 2 years too long. I don't want to send my youth out for 2 years. Won't come back till his 20s. I'm going to think about what Max Clark said, but after we won the first game, I can't see much rotation, even though we've got a tired Butterworth and a tired John, tired Jerzino at the back, and tired Baldock, who is retiring at the end of this year, I have seen. As we're going to go with this, Pedro on the bench, being the only change. We're going to keep the team the same. Did well at Villa Park, of course. Got the clean sheet and the win in the last minute. Let's see how we can do back at home in front of the home fans against Everton. And let's have a look at our away side. We're against Unai Simon in goal, Timothy Castagne, Gvardiol, Disasi and Cruz, with Nicolas de la Cruz and Nathan Nandez, Bailey, Zielinski and Gordon, with Nicole Gonzalez up front. That's a good team, you know. Vajerman on the bench, Gabaman, Ellie Sims will have potential right now. Decent Everton team. You can see the little revamp we've had to the stadium. Got it blue around now. Blue with white seats. We've repainted, and we've got a new caretaker on the lawn, of course. A new Victoria Park surface. Looks very nice. And we've got new net colours, I think. It's black and... not black. White and blue stripes. So we're going to try and take it up to the net to show you, but of course... dispossessed, but we might be going to our own net right here. Zielinski with a ball across. He's always at Everton as Anthony Gordon charging forward. You can see the nets right there. Everton aren't going to reach them though, as we need to try and stop them still. They're moving forward with some pace here, Everton. Gordon with the ball over the top. He's going to have to go backwards into Cruz, the left back. He's a man mountain into as Nicolas de la Cruz has it. He's a good player in the midfield. Bailey with the shot. Hits Grazino. Big centre-back blocking that one as de la Cruz again. Staunton with the block. Everton all over us early on here. De la Cruz now to the edge. Zielinski, Anthony Gordon with a smart turn. Cantera with a save. Can't prevent the corner though, George Baldock. Good save from our keeper, of course, as they're going to have a chance to whip it in. De la Cruz coming short. Leon Bailey giving it to him short, as now we've got to block that. Not very well though. Still they continue to run rings around us until Matt O'Reilly steps forward. And can he actually get us on a counter with this? Butterworth put it over the top for Logan John, who can run into space. Counter-attacking is what we do with this formation. Logan John cuts inside, going for a shot on the left foot. Unai Simon has to save. Good move from us there, as we need to make the most of these corners. Now, Niasame is a very tall centre-back, so I'm going to kind of aim for him. Looks like it's going towards him, and too many around the box to block him off from it as Beltran handballs it. Not the best time to do that, as De La Cruz, Zielinski through bodies. Everton take the lead. It's a good finish from Zielinski, the Polish international right there, and I am absolutely flabbergasted because I don't know how we're going to come back from this. We've had one attack, and it's been literally all Everton. Leon Bailey with the cut back into the middle. Space we can't afford to give him, and blaster past Cantero. Did it take a deflection off Staunton? It didn't. Just went over his knee and curled in top bins. Everton lead against us right here, but we've got to try and get back into this game somehow. As John into Matt O'Reilly. Space for Baker. Goes for a shot. Took out, wasn't he? No? I thought we was. As now Matt O'Reilly. Get that across the middle of the park. That's a good ball into Dan Butterworth. Going over the top again. Just too sloppy. Easy for Joshko Gvardiol. As now Timothy Castagne down the line. Leon Bailey. Nicolas de la Cruz. It's good football here from the Toffees. They've been all over us in this game. It's only half an hour. This game is going slow. I mean, I don't know how long we're going to survive even at 1-0. We've got to try and get the ball off them, as we do right there. Good work from Jerzino, as it's pronounced by Derek Ray. And now Matt O'Reilly to run forward. Again, counter-attacking through ball to Logan John over the top. Logan John is on the angle. Unai Simon again with a glorious save. Corner ball for us. Matt O'Reilly is on the set piece. And I'm going to try and control the man in the box if we can. I'm going to control Jerzino Niamasa here. Making the run. Keeper catches. Again, making it difficult for us. even trying to get out of our own areas. We've got a little bit to go before half-time, and Fran Beltran, I'm going to call him Fran. There is a Spanish player called that, and I just like that name a lot better because I can remember it as John's charging through here, and he gets his shot off. To be fair, we're testing Unai Simon, but he's doing very well in goal as Baker now. That's a shocking corner, and an easy catch for the Spaniard on that occasion, but we've started to grow into the game since the scored, which I didn't expect us to do. Almost half-time, and we'll take the whistle as there it is. 1-0 to Everton. You've got to keep the faith, though. I've got still a little bit of faith, as it's 1-1 in the derby. We've got Niamasi, who is tired. Can't really get him off at the moment. I'm waiting for Pedro's arrival off the bench, and apart from that, don't think I'm going to make any changes. Possibly some more later on, as Leon Bailey running down the line. Castagna, that's a great touch from the Belgium international now. Bailey, Gonzalez, can't let them get two already. It's Zielinski with space. Nicolas de la Cruz hits his own man in the head. Piotr wasting that one, as now we're going to try and get forward. Here he is, Jerzino. I thought the E and the R was the other way around. Apparently not, as now Beltran into Baker. John making the run off of him, but disaster for us, as we can't get that ball through that little gap. And Piotr Zielinski on the ball again. Now into Gonzalez. Nicolas de la Cruz through to Bailey. They're moving slowly as Bailey, who played in the third game of this whole career mode against Aston Villa. And now he's at Everton and he's playing very well in this game as Castagna cuts inside a little bit there. Gonzalez back to goal. Zielinski the same. Big block. Need to get rid of it still though as Nicolas de la Cruz. Right side of us there. Through the middle. Gonzalez. And he's onside somehow to make it 2-0 to the Toffees. It is not a good home debut for the Pool boys right here at New Victoria Park. With that, two changes are going to be made. We're going to get Bolton on for Baldock, more crossing opportunities. And we're going to put the big man on Pedro for Butterfield, who of course won't have 2 goals in 2 games. And that's a good finish from Gonzalez. That second goal was a killer as Pedro putting the pressure on there. I like that. Tall pressing forward as Niamasi is very, very tired. He's probably going to have to come off, you know, for Akinfenmewo. Give him his Premier League debut. As we've still got the ball here, though. Matt O'Reilly can cross that up to Pedro because he's definitely headering it. Have we got our left wing back? We do. Calderon to run. Why is Pedro not in the middle? It hits Castagna and Calderon fighting to keep the ball, but he's got no support. As I am going to get the tall centre-back off as well, Niamasi. He is in the red for energy. Don't usually see that with players as Bolton is going to have to pass that one back into the big man. Now to O'Reilly. We might have a chance here, but O'Reilly, you have to get that pass right. We have had chances. With the way this game's gone, we deserve to lose it, but I'm seeing like bits of play that show that we've got enough to stay in this league. I mean, after the first 90th minute goal, I thought, there we go, we might be actually a little bit mid-table, but we've got to take chances that we get in the Premier League as De La Cruz charging forward. Everton wanting 3, but blocked off again. Just the 5 minutes left right here as Nandez through the middle, over the top, good ball. Calderon needs to come across to Castagna, chucking backwards a little bit as I definitely know the game's gone. Can we just try and get 1 goal? Keep it 1 game, 1 goal for us as John on the turn into O'Reilly. It has reached him. Good pass. Baker with a 1-2. Pedro's miles offside. I'm going to opt for Luke Bolton, who hopefully can cross a ball if he's going to get there. He does. Keeper came a long way out then as Bolton delivers it. Not looking for Pedro as John, can he get on the rebound? It's going to fall to him again. Blocked and the full-time whistle goes. Not the best home debut. Don't think it warrants the boos, but 2-0 to the Toffees at New Victoria Park. Just not enough as Oni Valakari is at Besiktas right now. We've lost one of the midfielders on loan as we're still getting the scout reports through. Not that great. I mean, I didn't opt for the most expensive ones, but still I expected a bit better than I'm getting. I wanted a bit more bang for the buck in the Premier League, of course, as Beltran should have gone up a rating. And an offer from Salernitana in Italy for Roman Chapman. He's going around everywhere, isn't he? As, of course, I want to make it a short loan into the Carabao next. As Sheffield United have put a bid in for Ben Thompson. Now, he's not going to get much game time this year, or probably not as much as he warrants, so maybe that's an offer we'll look at. I might accept that, you know. I can't remember how much we paid for him. That's the only problem. I'm going to have to check. And after a little bit of Googling myself at my previous video, we actually did pay 1.8 million for Ben Thompson, so we could make an absolute profit on him. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delegate for a little bit more. We'll go 2.7 and see if we can get a deal with that. Who am I to stand in the way of his game time, as here is the team I'm putting out for Huddersfield Town. A lot of tired faces in this one, but we're just going to have to go along with it, and I'm actually going to put him on the left. We've got Marinovic in goal, Baldock, Firmino, Bateman and Niamasi, who actually, no, he's going to go central, is Niamasi. Seem as the versatile one, excuse me, as Bolton is at left wing back, Baker, Evans and O'Reilly, because Evans is unhappy, and I want to keep last season's player of the season happy because he did have a good year, with Pedro up front, making his debut, starting debut that is, and Basiu, or Basui as we like to call him of course, up front alongside Smith, and Butterworth are on the bench. John's getting a big rest, Beltranes, Knight, Staunton, the usual bunch, well, the new usual bunch, Calderon as well, as we'll see what we can do at home against the Terriers. Did beat them last season, same formation as us, as we lose on penalties. They do not do us proud. What was the game? Bake scored in the first minute, O'Brien with the reply, and yep, they've knocked us out on penalties. Out of the Carabao Cup. Reserve's not good enough, it seems. Some youth not doing themselves proud, as Dominic Thompson's, or Ben Thompson should I say, his move to Sheffield United has broke down, as we've got offers in here. One loan offer for Josh Harrop. That's perfect, you know. A loan offer will of course get the wages down a little bit like the board one, and of course he will stay at the club, because I do like Josh Harrop, but he's not really getting anywhere near the team, I would say. I just want a normal 1 year loan though, not a loan to buy, as Club Bruges coming in for Akin for Mayo. Nah, I don't fancy signing any more centre-backs. And we've got 4 at the club and we play 3 in defence, so no. Keep him here as before deadline day. You can see as well right here, we've got a big game. Tottenham away, I think it was. If it's at home, it'd be good. As Roman Chapman, 1 year loan to buy. Let's go with it, shall we? Because I hope they just don't buy him. I really do. As a 1 year loan for Josh Harrop is accepted from Sporting Lisbon. That's a good one. And then it's international duty for Stefan Marinovic. At least he's getting game time. And it's away against Tottenham. It's going to be a big game, this one. And some tired faces in that lineup. I think Thompson's going to have to come in, even though he was a little bit unhappy. And Firmino's even tired. Have we got any more centre-backs? Maglior, Ezra Bateman. I think I'm going to put Ezra Bateman in, you know. We just had the chance to sell Firmino, but I thought he'd be in the team. He's not. Ezra Bateman's going to be in. Why not get a youth player going through? As that's the team we're going to take to Tottenham. Needs to be fully fit. And it's quite quiet, the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, as Hugo Lloris in goal. Wrench, Lindelof, Militao and Locatelli make up the defence at left back. Moreno in midfield with Allen and Dele Alli. Jonathan Bamba, Harry Kane and Mark Cucurella. No Heung-min Song, but Declan Rice amongst the subs. John Stones. It's a decent Spurs team, but a weird one at that. Of course, it has took us 5 seasons, though, to get up to the Premier League ourselves, so plenty of transfers have gone through, and it shows the Premier League is a very active market, as hopefully we can start well. That was a brilliant move from Calderon to send Jonathan Bamba on the right-hand side this game, as Ben Thompson staying at the club with a good run. Butterworth tries to return it, unlucky. I just really want Desire to shine through from the boys, as it's Locatelli. Don't know what he's doing in that position, and Cucurella on the wing when he can play left-back instead, but, you know, trust the process, as that's a ball in the middle though. Dele Alli on the redemption arc, and starts the scoring straight away for Tottenham, 1-0. An easy finish for the ex-England international, of course, not anymore. Staring into the camera, saying he's back, as he is back amongst the scorers. It's an easy goal for Tottenham, 11 minutes in. We're going to be in for a long day, aren't we? Oh dear, I mean, Everton and Tottenham back-to-back in the same week is quite difficult, but I don't like how we've conceded straight away in this one. Thompson to flash the ball forward, Butterworth straight onto Logan John. Just going to play a bit of keep ball now, aren't we? Baldock looking to go forward. Johnny's offside. Just can't force it through, and it's going to be Eder Militao to whip it forward. He's hard to beat, and Beltran, 5'4", is who's trying to win that header. I mean, I like the intent from the captain, I think he is now. I think he might have the armband. Oh no, Staunton does, of course, as I don't know what's been given there. Nothing has been. Some weird refereeing in this division that just sent me off a little bit. Keep looking to blow the whistle and put the linesman's flag up, but nothing given. Maybe VAR's checking stuff as now Dele Alli on to Kane. You haven't heard that since the 2017-18 season, as that's around the corner for us. Straight into Beltran, onto Riley. Need to try and get forward here. John has his back to, of course, everyone. Still gets the ball as a striker. Onto Baldock. In a good position, you know. Through the middle. Butterworth's onside. He's got space, and Lloris with an easy save. That should have been us level. Poor from Dan Butterworth in the Premier League so far. I have to admit, as O'Reilly to put the ball in the box. Header one. And Staunton wide. All I want is a team with a bit more fighters. John has it again into Baldock. His last season will be in the Premier League. Good for his career as John passes this on to Ben Thompson. Oh, I thought we're lining up a shot, but Calderon instead. The wing-back falls to him again. And come on, that bounce was stupid. I didn't think they'd give that as a free kick as they've whipped it upfield. Staunton with the header. John, that's hit Allen's hand. Are we not getting a free kick? Doesn't seem like we're gonna, as now Bamba to run down the wing. Jonathan Bamba, it's out for a corner at the end of the first half. Mark Harry Kane. He hasn't done much. To be fair, we've done quite well apart from the goal in this game, but still, that's what separates us. As another corner off Cucurella. Is it going to be whipped in? No, Mark Cucurella with it short again. The number 13, edge of the box. Locatelli, Gerard Moreno. And now it's 2 goals to separate us. Playing out of position, out of the box. Finishing it to make it 2-0. Good finish as well. I think the manager's supposed to be Nuno, who was celebrating there. Definitely doesn't look like him and shouldn't be in a job as Cantero. Could we say the same for him? Probably should have seen that coming from outside of the box. And they're still attacking, even in this first half. When will it end? Moreno onto Bamba. Harry Kane. Cantero. If he didn't save that, there would have been worry. As it's telling me Fran Beltran is not playing well. The Mexican playmaker who cost the most, of course, to join the club. That's not a good sign. As Butterworth with a good tackle. There again. That's never, ever a foul. As the half-time whistle goes anyway. 2-0 to Tottenham. Not the best half of football, but still, it's against a good team. Butterworth should have had as a goal anyway, as Baldock, ooh, short with that pass. Not good from our veteran right wing back, as they've got round us again. Locatelli, Cucurella, if it's 3-0 it's over. Staunton, ooh, that was awkward for Cantero. But he does manage to get it, does the goalkeeper, and he throws it out to Baldock. Can we attack from this? O'Reilly into Butterworth, if we get one back, maybe. Just maybe we could do more as... Oh, good ball from Calderon. Eder Militao, though. He's against Butterworth. As 2 subs are going to be made as well, we're going to get a youth player on. Brandon Fowler. I'm not saying the game's gone, but we do need a bit more fitness in this team because players like Matt O'Reilly's played 3 in a row now. Or 4 in a row, in fact. And we're going to get Pedro on up front. Maybe try and play for some set pieces as Harry Kane. Please don't kill the game off now. Before the big man comes on. Allen with a shot. Beltran with a block to his Mexican teammate in Calderon. And Butterworth, he's coming off. Militao, good block. But O'Reilly, maybe his last action could be an assist over to Logan. As he's got Butterworth at the back post. Victor Lindelof with the block. But the subs will go through. Pedro now on the field. Throw that down, Baldock. Pedro pointing to it. Brandon Fowler, can he link up with him? It was ready to swing the big man. Should have gone with it, oh, can't speak. Should have gone in with his head. And Bamba to run at us again from that little move. We had a chance to peg them back by one. It was a good ball from the youth player as well who's come on. Brandon Fowler as Moreno with good movement. Staunton with a big chest out there as it's on to John. Looking for Pedro. What a ball. Pedro, oh, that's a letdown. But Eder Militao by far man of the match. Even the Tottenham defenders are going to get it. So it proves that we haven't been so quiet as Bamba with a bad tackle. Nothing given though, and in fact they get the free kick, which just bamboozles me. Harry Kane taking it, that's even more bamboozling as Bamba gets a bit of an angle, penalty. I knew I'd gone through the back of him. I tried to make the tackle, he turned me too quick, and that's Premier League footballs for you. Footballers. Just way too quick, so a spot kick. Moreno's already scored in this game against Cantero. Sends him the wrong way. Spaniard against Spaniard. 3-0 Tottenham. Too good for us. Fairly beaten by the better side. Just got to improve, and we've got to win them 6-pointers against teams around us, I guess. Aston Villa might have been an anomaly. Definitely a reality check of where we are in the league, and that man of the match is going to go to Moreno now as Troy Parrott off the bench trying to add to it. Not good enough. We need to improve. Bamba as well from the corner. Are they going to make it for Calvin Phillips with a shot? Cantero again. Made plenty of saves. That man in our goal as that header isn't won. It's by Rice, but the final whistle is blown. A 3-0 defeat to the hands of Tottenham. London is not calling on this occasion. Let's get back up south and regroup as deadline days amongst us. Brandon Powler's improved, or Fowler, whichever it was. Christian Calderon as well, left back. Now 75, which would warrant a gold card on FIFA. As I'm looking around as well at the net spend of some Premier League clubs, Man City only 51, Man United over 100 mil, Newcastle the same, Forest 48, the Saints 70, and where are we? Loads more hundreds. Brentford only 9. 60 right there. Where are we? We are 26. I mean, yeah, more players than usual and the rest of them, but it's nothing on the level of other clubs. As to be fair, other clubs have let go of a lot of players as well, which we haven't done. We've done well to keep hold of players, but still, I feel like we can add more to this squad. As will anyone be outgoing though? We're going to keep simulating on. As I've got 2 messages here. Harrop and Chapman both leave on loan, so there's some midfielders down. Do we go for a midfielder or not? That is the question. Going to let the hours tick down because we don't actually have that much money. Do we have that much actually? No, 4 million. We've got to save some for January as well, because if we are in a really bad position, we'll need to spend some of it, as we'll keep on going past the 4-hour mark now, and something has come in. 2 things. Fowler is wanted by Rapid Vienna. They're offering Leon Stutzter. Doesn't look too bad, but our player's of course a potential player, and I'm not going to be letting him go there. And Ezra Bateman's got a loan to buy. Again, delegate with Midtjylland. We'll go for a short-term loan. Best of games against Tottenham for him, but still don't want to lose him as another hour ticks by. We've only got 2 left now. Don't think anyone's going to be joining the club. Will someone leave? Basui from Moreirense. I still want another backup striker. Him and Aidan Smith are going to be backups to the 3 normal men in Pedro, Butterworth and John, as we've got 1 hour left. Bateman's agreed, and Lazio want Logan John. Lazio have come in with a huge bid for our number 1 striker. It was bound to come. It was bound to come. Do we let him go though? Do we let him go? Because of course we can't really stand in the way of 33.9 million. And I'm going to delegate it. Can we get 40? Can we get 40 out of Lazio? Then we have a deal for the front man. He's already scored 1 goal in the Prem. That is it, mind you. Of course, if it goes through, which it might not even go through, that deal. It is broken down because they think it's too high of a demand. I was willing to sell John as well. Didn't play much of the season we got promoted. But if he's going to stay, he's going to stay. You know me on career modes. If someone comes in for one of our players from a higher club with a bigger reputation, I let them go. Even if they're a youth player like Ollie Rogers was. As you can see in the table as well. That's made me feel a bit better about myself. Joint on points with Arsenal and above Manchester United, who are in 15th. Now, of course, that's going to shift as we have Watford next up, and something that's still very good at the moment, which I didn't expect it to be really, but I'm glad it is our manager rating. We're at 82, no chance of being sacked the time being, as we have Watford though, 19th, near the bottom. These are the games we usually need to play, but of course, not going to get the chance here. It's going to have to be simulated before we start the next episode with Newcastle, as it's going to be this team that go against them. Knight and Calderon's fitness levels. What is happening to them both? They've been in the team all the time, as we do have a fully fit team in terms of energy as well, which hopefully gets us up and going, hopefully, that is, against Watford. They've got Brewster up front. A different team apart from that. A quick simulation. The result's going to be a 3-1 win for the visitors. Raskin with a double. Baker's got injured. Muriel and Knight with our only goal. Swiftly falling towards the bottom places, but as manager ratings going up, Okay, at least there's one positive. As 5 months without Baker's not a positive, though. A broken tailbone injury will see him out for the first half of the season. Now that is just perfect, isn't it? Just what we wanted. Great stuff before Newcastle next episode, as I saw a comment a couple of episodes back. Quite a few episodes back, in fact, when we're in the Championship, because of the way I'm recording these. But it said, your team's not going to be strong enough to simulate games in the Prem. And I kind of agree with that, but it's what we've signed up for. It's what we're in for. So, it might not be. That means games are more interesting, I feel like, when we've played them. And that's how it's going to start tomorrow after today. Not good form, but thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you do not miss any episodes coming up, as it's going to be a bit of a fight to start us off with in this Premier League, but we're all up for it. Take care, in a bit, and I'll see you in the fight next time. Peace.